wants to get fired up and get a fired up message for Friday? Happy Friday, everyone. Welcome in, especially if you're returning, and welcome in if you're brand new. These two decks are what I'm going to use here for the fired up message, these two cutie little decks. The first one is Pantha deck. It's getting a little yellowing of the cards, I guess. I think that's new, but they're not the best quality, but aren't they cute? They're so cute. They're little. They have interesting messages, for sure. Interesting messages. They're tiny, so they're easier for hands. So let's get some messages for us collective going into the Friday. What we have to look forward to. Hopefully all good things. Let's see what the collective has going on. We're just going to use these two decks to get some messages for what's going on in the weekend. Okay, evidence. All right, so you guys are investigating. Uh-oh. Do you have a partner that you think is cheating or something? Or something going on here you're investigating? Let's see. Oh, a lot of us are relaxing. So some of us are playing detective. Some of us are relaxing and some of us are needing to compromise. So remember, this is a collective reading. So I'm trying to pick up on all the energies of the people who's following, who have already, oh Lord, who already have liked the channel, the messages. So that's who I pick up on, just so you know. Trying to pick up on people's energy. Now, if you're brand new, of course, probably not. But if it resonates, it could. And especially the next one could be for you. But a lot of us are investigating something relaxing. Some people are having a fight, three-party situation. Some people are doing stuff with their friends. And then we've got somebody getting some good news coming in here. Yeah, eternal love and aid. Okay, so, so a mix of messages here. This is the holographic deck here. It's an oracle deck. It's little tiny cards as well. I thought they paired up cutie together. So let's get further clarity. Let's see what is going on with the evidence. Let's see if we can get further on who's looking at evidence. Somebody here is trying to investigate something or get proof. This could be anywhere from, you know, somebody cheating on you, someone at work backstabbing you, a friend not being a real friend. So I do see some of you is really trying to figure out what somebody's got going on. Clock time, time, presence in a rush. Yeah, so in time, you're going to figure this out. This message about evidence, you're going to figure it out in time. Okay, let's see about relaxation. I mean, it seems pretty self-explanatory. You're going to try to be easy this weekend. Some people are just taking it easy, reading a book, relaxing, getting in your peace. You're not investigating nothing. You're just relaxing. Law is not justice. Rules that are not fair. Yeah. So you've had something going on here. And you're trying to build balance, and that's relaxation. It's a holographic picture, so I don't know how well it's showing up, but she has a scale there, and she's trying to balance. So for some of you, it's been a rough week, maybe a rough couple of weeks, and you're just like, okay, this weekend is for me. I'm going to relax, read a book, take it easy. Let's see about compromise. With the fact of evidence, relaxation, and compromise, you could be investigating a partner, and you're taking a break from that this weekend for the most of the weekend. Maybe that's what you're realizing today. I can't keep investigating this person. Like, if I've got to investigate, maybe they're just not my person. And you're just going to relax a little bit because of some type of third-party situation. These messages could definitely be relating to someone out there. So, yeah. So, with this compromise card, you and your partner could compromise so that you don't feel like you have to investigate, which leads to you both relaxing, both being on friendly terms. You are rare and free. Yeah. So you're trying to realize that you are the prize, you know? You are the prize. Whoever's fighting over you, obviously you are. Multiple people want you, right? Wake up. Yeah, wake up. Wake up meaning like, know that you're the prize. Know that you have the worth. You shouldn't be in this situation. You shouldn't have to be doing this. You should be relaxing. You shouldn't be investigating if somebody's got somebody else on the side that you're in a relationship with. That's not healthy. So, but for those people, I see some people just relaxing point blank and others letting that go. They don't want to do it either. They want to go commune with their friends. Friends could be telling you not to do that. Friends could be encouraging you to investigate too. But good news is coming. So maybe you're going to realize you find out a good positive thing about your investigation, quite possibly. Something good comes out of this compromise. That could be the good news. So again, this is a collective message. So yeah, nature of communication. So it's all about communication that's probably getting in the way and causing this kind of disruption anyway. But by the end of the weekend, we've got eternal love. So it's like your soulmate. This is your person. So you're going to compromise with this person. You're going to work it out. We're all mad here. Yeah, we all have our triggers. We all have our issues is what I'm getting off of this. And it's creating you to look for evidence, creating you to have an argument, thinking somebody's cheating. Could be you're thinking it's not really happening. It could just be their friend that's been keeping them occupied and you're thinking it's another person. Oh, these cards are popping. Yeah. And so Aid talks about like maybe you're going to get some help, some therapy, some understanding. Or maybe your person's just going to take it very well. Rather than argue with you, rather than make it a toxic situation, they're just going to communicate with you. They're going to communicate with you properly, give you the type of kindness and mercy of a good conversation that you need. Yeah, follow the white rabbit. Curiosity meets opportunity. Yeah, and I'm definitely picking up on somebody who's very curious about their person, maybe not being the best with the loyalty. I don't see that they're being disloyal. Overall, the reading says you need to talk. Overall, the reading says that, law is not justice also is giving me the message that it doesn't matter what's right or wrong. What matters is how somebody makes you feel, right? So let's just say they're not cheating, but they make you feel like they are. That's just as bad. So you need to work on that. You need to wake up to knowing what you need, your boundaries. You are rare and free. You got to know your worth with whoever the collective is dealing with. And communication is definitely key. We're all allowed to be a little mad. That just means like we're all allowed to be a little crazy, like, and be suspicious and be not so. But in time, you're going to realize different. Don't go down that rabbit hole, right? You see how those messages go? And so some of you may be dealing with that exact scenario. Others are just relaxing. Others are going to investigate. You could be detectives. You could be cops. A lot of you will be celebrating with your friends. A lot of you are getting good news, something positive happening, something you've been waiting for. Others of you are realizing that you guys are just with your person and you're just having a nice weekend together, maybe a getaway. And then somebody here is helping some people in the collective as well. So that's your Fired Up Friday message of what most of the collective has to look forward to. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. And look out for the other Friday collective messages, which are the no filtered message and the Friday night confessions.